Welcome to Wonder Times! Let's go explore!
Welcome, class! Today we're going on a magical journey through the incredible water cycle. It starts with evaporation.
The water cycle is the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the earth. It shows how water changes its form and moves through nature again and again. Water travels from oceans, rivers, lakes, and plants into the air and then returns to the earth as rain or snow. The main stages of the water cycle include evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Heat from the sun causes water to evaporate into water vapor.
Evaporation is the process by which water changes from a liquid into water vapor, gas, due to heat from the sun. When sunlight heats water in oceans, rivers, lakes, or wet surfaces, the water molecules gain energy and rise into the air as vapor. This water vapor later helps form clouds in the atmosphere. Example: water in puddles disappears after some time on a hot day because it evaporates into the air. Key points: caused mainly by the heat of the sun. Changes liquid water into gas. First step of the water cycle. Happens in oceans, rivers, lakes, soil, and plants.
How condensation works. Condensation happens because of temperature changes. When warm air, which can hold more moisture, touches a cold surface or enters a cooler environment, the water molecules slow down and clump together to form droplets. Common examples in daily life. You see condensation in action more often than you might realize. Morning dew. Overnight, the air cools down. The water vapor in the air condenses onto cool surfaces like blades of grass. Foggy mirrors. When you take a hot shower, the steam touches the cool surface of the bathroom mirror and turns into a thin layer of water droplets. Cold drinks. On a hot day, sweat forms on the outside of a cold soda can. This isn't the drink leaking out, it's water vapor from the air cooling down when it hits the cold metal. Clouds. This is the big-scale version. As warm air rises into the atmosphere, it cools down, and the water vapor condenses around tiny dust particles to form clouds. The role in the water cycle. Condensation is a vital, middle step in the Earth's water cycle. Without it, the water that evaporates from our oceans would never be able to form clouds or eventually fall back to Earth as rain or snow. Precipitation is the process by which water falls from the atmosphere back to Earth's surface. Here's a breakdown. What is precipitation? When water vapor condenses in clouds and the water droplets become heavy enough, gravity pulls them down to Earth. This falling water is called precipitation. Forms of precipitation. Rain, most common form of precipitation, occurs when cloud droplets merge and grow heavy enough to fall. Typically forms when temperatures are above 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Snow forms when temperatures are at or below freezing, 0 degrees Celsius / 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Water vapor freezes directly into ice crystals. Snowflakes are formed by many ice crystals joining together. Hail forms inside powerful thunderstorms. Ice pellets are carried up and down by strong winds, growing larger with each cycle. Can range from pea-sized to as large as a baseball. One of the most destructive forms of precipitation. Other forms: sleet, rain that freezes before hitting the ground. Freezing rain, rain that freezes upon contact with cold surfaces. Drizzle, very light, fine rain droplets. After precipitation falls, the water doesn't just disappear, it collects. Water flows over the land surface as runoff, filling streams, rivers, and lakes. Some water seeps deep into the ground, becoming groundwater, which feeds wells and underground aquifers. Eventually, most of this water makes its way back to the ocean. And once it's back in the ocean, what happens? The sun heats it up again, evaporation begins, and the entire cycle starts all over again. This is why we call it a cycle. It never stops. It has been running for billions of years and will continue as long as the sun shines. Factors that affect running water. 1. Amount of rainfall. More rainfall equals more runoff. Heavy rain causes faster flow. Light rain soaks into ground. 2. Slope of land. Steep slopes equals faster water flow. Flat land equals slower water movement. Mountains speed up river flow. 3. Vegetation cover. Trees and plants slow down runoff. Roots absorb water into soil. Deforested areas have more runoff. 4. Soil type. Sandy soil absorbs water quickly. Clay soil causes more surface runoff. Rocky surfaces speed up flow. 5. Temperature. Warm weather increases flow from snowmelt. Freezing temperatures slow down runoff. Spring melting causes peak river flow. Next step in water cycle groundwater recharge. Let's discuss.
Groundwater recharge is a natural process.
How does it get to the aquifer?
Great question. Through infiltration, water moves down through the soil.
Introduction. Groundwater recharge. Groundwater recharge is the natural process by which water from rainfall, rivers, lakes, or other surface sources moves down through the soil and rock layers to refill underground water reserves called aquifers. It is an important part of the water cycle that helps maintain the availability of fresh water beneath the Earth's surface. When rain falls, some water flows over the land as runoff, while a portion infiltrates into the soil. This water slowly percolates through porous rocks and collects in underground layers, increasing the groundwater level. Groundwater recharge ensures a continuous supply of water for wells, agriculture, drinking purposes, and ecosystems. Recharge can occur naturally through rainfall or artificially through methods such as recharge pits, check dams, and rainwater harvesting systems. Proper groundwater recharge is essential for preventing water scarcity, maintaining water balance, and supporting sustainable development.
So, percolation allows water to reach the aquifers.
How does it refill?
Through recharge areas, like rain gardens.
Oh, I see.
Question. All right, class, this diagram shows how groundwater is recharged.
So water goes through the rocks?
Exactly. It's called percolation. The water collects deep underground in natural storage areas called aquifers. This process is known as groundwater recharge. So, class, we use wells to get water from underground. We need it for drinking, farming, and our homes.
Water starts here, in the percolation pond.
It infiltrates through the soil and recharges the aquifer. This process is called groundwater recharge.
Cycle. When it rains, water infiltrates and refills aquifers. This is part of the water cycle.
Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Your support means everything. Keep learning and see you soon.